Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
This is the Closing Bell on the Stock Movers Report. The companies making moves at the close of U.S. trading with Carol Massar, Tim Stenovec, Romaine Bostick, and Scarlett Fu.
Let's get to some of the individual gainers. No surprise, a big story today in the media sector had to do with the race to buy Warner Brothers Discovery, if you will. Warner Brothers Discovery finishing off its highs. At its highs intraday was up 8%, but it is the number one gainer in the NASDAQ 100, number two gainer in the S&P 500, finishing the day up about 4.5% here. You know the story. Paramount Skydance launching a hostile takeover bid for Warner Brothers Discovery, $30 a share in cash, and that's just days after the company agreed to a deal with Netflix, the offer valuing Warner Brothers at $108.4 billion, including debt. I mean, the race is on, the bidding is on. We'll see where this one lands. Paramount Skydance, that was your number one gainer in the S&P 500. That stock up 9% in today's session.
The differential between what Netflix is offering and what Paramount is offering is phenomenal to me. And I'm trying to think of the last time we saw a major merger and acquisition deal where you had two bidders that far apart in terms of what they were offering.
And it ain't done yet, so we'll continue to keep an eye on that one. Nvidia, certainly some help in terms of supporting the equity trade. That one finishing off its highs of the day, but still with a 1.7% gain. We did see Semafor coming out, citing a person with knowledge of this, that Nvidia will soon be allowed to export its H200 chips to China. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said to support the plan again, according to Semafor. So some outperformance in that name. And just one more chip name I want to mention, Broadcom. AVGO is the ticker. It's the number 4 gainer in the NASDAQ 100. Saw some reporting on this that Broadcom was up on a disputed report that Microsoft is in talks to move its custom chip business. Information reported late Friday that Microsoft is in discussions with Broadcom to design future custom chips, which would be a move away from its alliance with Marvell.
But a disputed report.
A disputed report. So anyway, but Broadcom shares up about 2.8% today.
We should point out Broadcom expected to report earnings this Thursday.
Yeah, it's up about 73% year to date as well. Yeah.
All right, here are some of the losers. Netflix obviously is down again today. This is a puzzler to me, and I don't know if you guys have figured it out, but when Netflix put in its official bid last week, it was down. And in fact, it's been down every day for 4 trading sessions in a row. When Paramount comes out with a hostile offer, it's up.
Yeah.
So it's like Paramount investors want them to spend over $100 billion, please. And Netflix bidders are like, or investors are like, that's maybe too much.
We were actually just talking about this. We didn't land on a conclusion, but Romaine did point out that you take a look at Paramount shares last week, just what they were doing on Friday, Thursday. They haven't exactly climbed out of this hole, but I do also think it's curious, Matt, that you are seeing shares rise 7% on a hostile bid, but go figure.
So Air Products is another one off today. Air Products down after it said it's working with Yara International out of Norway to establish a long-term partnership on a pair of ammonia projects in the U.S. and Saudi Arabia. Potentially a sale in the works there, and that's what has investors selling the shares. Procter & Gamble shares, not a huge drop in P&G, but a couple of different analysts at Barclays and at Deutsche Bank said that they've met with executives at P&G recently, and they were encouraged to bring their estimates down, so that's not great news. And then Marvell Technology, those shares getting decimated today after a benchmark company cut its recommendation to a hold from a buy on expected lost business from Amazon. Also, they're being pressured after the company was not included in the newest additions to the S&P 500 index, and we love those rotation trades.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.